Hi everyone, and this is Mr. Zarzak, and in this video I'm going to show you how to access your team's shared energy presentation Google Doc. If you're not there already, you'll need to navigate to the research process page for the energy project. If you're viewing this screencast from the YouTube channel, a link to this page can be found on the description. Once you get to this page, just scroll on down, and what you're looking for is the little blue icon that says click here to download a copy of your team's shared energy presentation Google Doc. So if I click on that, it's going to open up a new tab, and Google Drive is going to ask if you'd like to make a copy. Please do so. Okay, so when you click that button, give it a second to do its thing. It'll open up a new copy of this research project page that you're going to use with your team. You can work with it within the browser window, but I find it's a little bit easier to work with this Google Doc right through Google Drive. So go ahead and go on home and pop open your Google Drive. Okay, and if you're not in your recent tabs, go ahead and do that. So like, you just click that little 3 bars up in the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to select recent. Okay, and it should be sitting there. It's right on the top of my list. If you need to, just remember you can just drag down to refresh. All right. Tap on the 3 little circles, and we are going to rename this. You want to make this specific for your team. All right, so I'm going to have you follow the convention of period number, team number, and energy type. Okay, so just for hypothetical sake, I'm going to call it, say, let's just be period 1, and I'm going to just put a dash, and this would be, our team is team number 7, which doesn't exist, but this is just an example. Okay, and our hypothetical team's energy type will be cold fusion. This is going to make it easier for everybody to find and for your instructor as well. So I'm going to go ahead and rename that. You see it's renamed. Tap on it, and it's going to open it up inside of Docs. Okay, so then the next thing you want to do is you need to add your team members to the document, because all of you are going to share this, and you also want to add your instructors. So go ahead, tap on the little plus sign with the people. Okay, before you even add them, if you click on the little pull-down menu, you want to make sure that they have the right to edit. Okay, and then you can just go ahead and start typing in people. So I'm going to, my team, I have Mrs. Zarzak. I have Miss Mar. I also have Mr. Kim, and I also have Mr. Haswell. Let's see, let's find him. Where's Mr. Haswell? Daniel. There he is. Okay, and then again, not just your team members, but also your instructor. So I'll have Mr. Medic be my instructor. Okay, so then we're all shared. Everybody has access. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and just add those people on. And if you can see, when you scroll down, you see all the people who now have access to this file. Okay. All right, within the file itself, okay, up at the very top, there's just a copy of the template that we're going to use during your presentation. It's got the point breakdowns. If you scroll down in the actual document itself, there's more detail. We'll get to that in a second. Since you do need to cite your sources in APA, there are all of these little blue texts are all links to places that you could use to potentially help you format your resources. And then each page of the Google Doc has both additional information for each of the categories that you'll be graded on, some places for you to copy and paste in text as you're doing your resources, or as you're doing your research, a place for you to just copy the links that you're using, and then as you're going through and putting them in APA style, if you want to just put your references here, you can just put them in so you can kind of keep track of which references you've already formatted for your works cited. Okay, and so if you just go through each of the categories on the rubric is listed here. At the very end of all of these, there's the additional information, which are the parts on the rubric, okay, that are not part specifically to your research category. So for example, here's for your works cited. When you're actually doing your presentation, okay, you'll be timed. So here's the breakdown on the timing, your connection with audience, all right, the use of your technology piece, whatever that happens to be, and then of course your teamwork. The self-assessment is an individual rubric that each team member will fill out at the very end of the project, and so you will access that a little bit later on.